The gun violence piece is my number one concern. I've got young black boys that are killing other young black boys.
Good evening. Bold words from Toronto's police chief on the escalating problem plaguing the city.
Young people are being gunned down. The shootings are becoming more brazen. Just yesterday afternoon, there was a drive-by shooting outside an elementary school. So far this year, 50 people have been fatally shot in Toronto. The number is up from this date last year when 39 people had died by gunfire. The federal government is investing millions to help curb this violence. We're going to get to that in moments. First, let's go to CTV's Brandon Rowe. He is live outside the school we mentioned, Fir Grove Public School. It is located in Toronto's 31 Division, where 8 of the city's 50 shooting fatalities have taken place. Brandon.
Ken, area residents are still on edge after yesterday's brazen shooting. Now, CTV News spoke with a man from the Jane-Finch area where a number of the recent shootings happened, and he explains to me how gun violence has shaped his life.
When I was younger, I used to question if I was going to die young.
Growing up in the Jane-Finch area was at times hard and scary for Dwayne Wright.
I personally have heard many gunshots living here, right? So it's like, just growing up, like you become immune to the loud sounds. After a while, it becomes like a lullaby.
Wright grew up seeing drugs and gun violence in the area from afar and unfortunately up close.
I actually had a friend that got shot 10 times. You could actually look in the wall and see bullet holes in the wall. So that shows you from failed gang attempt shootings.
Thankfully for Wright, he started a business at a very young age to stay off the streets and is now working with the website Jane-Finch.com to show youth that there is another way.
We need to address the issues that are taking place. I think there's a lot of territorial problems, and I've been saying that, we need to come together.
Until that happens, Wright believes we'll see more violence like yesterday when Fir Grove Public School was placed under lockdown after a brazen drive-by shooting just moments before kids would have been dismissed. The chief of police is fed up with the violence.
The gun violence piece is my number one concern. I've got young black boys that are killing other young black boys. I'm looking for ways to reduce the gun violence in the city.
Wright also wants the gun violence to end and has advice for the youth in the city as he walked in their shoes years ago.
I think they need to become more communicative about what they're going through to the politicians. I think that they need to address their issues and start to have a community dialogue.
Toronto police are still looking for information about the shooting at Fir Grove Public School. If you know anything, you're asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. Reporting live, I'm Brandon Rowe, sending it back to Ken.
Thank you, Brandon. Meanwhile, police have now identified the man